Hi guys, welcome back. Happy Friday. Something a little different today. I just wanted to do a first look at Astroneer here, and I actually really like the game. It's a pre-alpha build. You can get it from game preview on Steam and Xbox right now. I believe it's also available on PS4, but I haven't actually looked into it because I don't have one. But it's quite a good game, especially for how early in development it is. Basically, it's open world space survival and crafting game. You start off with a basic oxygen tank and your manipulation tool, which harvests resources. You can see on the screen there. I'm just collecting some resin, which is one of the basic resources in the game, and you just suck away at the resource and dig into the ground to get more of it, and you have a limited power on the thing. So you can use resin, for example, to start expanding from your little habitat there, and get more modules on. It allows you to gather more power, build more things, research new modules, and also it allows you to build a smelter to refine the ore that you can get from in the caves. There are also supply drops in the shape of spaceships. Now, I was lucky, there was one right in front of me. Now, apologies for the Y button coming up in the screen all the time. It seems that the hints are a little bit on the buggy side, but yeah, you can keep harvesting stuff and creating new stuff. Now I'm just harvesting compound, which is another one of the basics. I'm going to craft myself a couple of solar panels so that I regenerate power from my backpack a lot quicker during the daylight. As you can see already, I'm able to harvest some more stuff. So I'm going to quickly edit the next bit until we go to that supply drop in front of us, and we'll be back then. So in order to reach the supply drop, I've had to extend my oxygen supply using tethers, which are another resource you craft with compound, or another gadget rather, sorry. You craft with compound, and it can extend your range because it allows you to gain oxygen much closer to your target. And this is the supply drop I was talking about. Now, I just am digging down here. It's got some metal available, some more organic, which you can burn using a generator for more power, and some titanium, which you can turn into a new oxygen tank. So you can double, I think it's double at least, it seems like it doubles your oxygen count. And I've also got a seat, for like basically a control module for a truck or a rover. So it is quite handy. I'm just running back to the base to place this onto one of my storage slots on one of the modules. So again, I'm going to just edit until we get back to something interesting. So we're back at the supply drop after dropping off the chair, and I'm picking up this box with left trigger and clicking on it, and you run a little bit slower when you're carrying these, but these are another type of resource in the game. These are basically research boxes that you use with the research module when you've crafted it to unlock more resources and also more technology to build. So we're just going to leave that there for now. You get the basic idea with it. You can't use it straight away, but eventually you will be able to use it to upgrade. So we're back again just to look at the second type of resource drop that you get. It seems to be a balloon kind of supply drop thing. The top pops off when you get close, and you get more rare minerals from it. Usually one rare and one fuel source, either coal or organic. Coal again is one of the rare fuel resources, so you won't see that very often. But yeah, going on from there. As I mentioned, the seat was for a rover, and this I had crafted up a little bit later in my playthrough. And as you can see, it has its own power source that runs down, but you can stick solar modules onto it so it can regain health, or power during the daylight. So I've just taken it to this cave here because I've decided it's time to start exploring the caves. So I'm going to leave it outside the cave for now because I actually did go into one already, and I noticed that it can be a bit irregular as to the entrance. Sometimes it looks like it's drivable like this, but you'll very quickly find a point that you can't drive and you'll just fall and your rover will be lost until you manage to dig a massive ramp for it to get back out of. So this cave actually, luckily, it was lucky that I left it outside because this cave actually was one of those. When we get a bit further down, as we extend our oxygen further in, it looks like we're going to get to an organic research pod. Here you can see it, that green thing, that green kind of globe type thing on the plant there, but there's actually a massive drop just here, which the rover would have got stuck in, and if I jump down myself I'm going to get hurt. So using my manipulation tool, I just dig in a few places to see if there's any safe places to go down, which there doesn't seem to be. So I start moving my tethers back and I start digging holes further and further back, testing where the end of the drop actually is. So this one looks good, so we're going to start walking down, and it's not really good. So now we're trapped because we've dropped down quite a height, so we need to use the manipulation tool to get ourselves back out of. So that's our first warning for the game, is be very careful when you're going caving because you can get yourself trapped, and obviously with limited oxygen, etc. You want to be really careful of that. In this case I was lucky I had a tether close enough that I was able to extend the tethers down to keep myself alive and dig back out. So I'm going to move on from there and I'm going to look at exploring the world. So here we are. I've just charged up my my rover and I'm getting moving. So I'm going to drive around the world a bit and try and find some more resource nodes. There are renewable resource nodes, like that blue one on our screen there. That's an oxygen node. When you get out and you go up to that, you can actually suck oxygen out of it with your manipulation tool, and it will store in your backpack. So it's like temporary extra oxygen tanks. But what I'm really looking for is more supply drops, like this crashed probe or module. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm just going to move my solar panel onto the back of the thing because I've spotted a research node here, and I'm going to grab it and take it back to the base. And there's a lot of this sort of stuff in the game. It's, you know, you can travel all around the planet. You can actually create, once you unlock the habitat research, you can actually make more habitat modules to start off new bases in different areas around the map. You can also build a space shuttle to go into orbit and relocate on the planet, or if you have enough fuel, move to a completely different planet within the solar system altogether. So I'm going to leave it there for now, guys, because this is a great game. I don't want to ruin it for you. It's really easygoing, happy feeling game that, you know, just altogether is great fun to play. I played a bit yesterday, and I played maybe 3 hours today on it. Like, there's way more footage than this. I just don't want it to be like a two or 3 hour long episode. So we're gonna leave it there. So thanks very much, guys. I do recommend, you know, if you have a few quid to spare, to try this game out. It's nice and relaxing, easy going. You know, if you're coming home from work or school or something and you just want a brain dead game that you can play and, you know, entertain yourself, be happy, this is the game that I recommend right now. Ark, of course, you know, it can be a little bit stressful at times. So, you know, this is a happy medium to take a break from Ark, and I do recommend it. Just for the purposes of legality with YouTube, this is not a sponsored video. This is just something I found, and I decided that I wanted to share it with you guys. So just being completely open, this is not a sponsored video. If I ever do a sponsored video, I will tell you guys, but this is not. Listen, guys, that's it for today. I'm hoping you've had a great week, and I'm hoping your weekend is even better. I will be back on Monday with more Ark, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. You'll see an annotation at the end of the video on the right hand side where you can subscribe, and also a link on the left hand side to look at the latest video that has been uploaded. Obviously, seeing as this one's going out today, this one will probably show itself in the end video, or the latest How to Tame video probably. if not this one. So guys, listen, thanks for coming along. If you have something to say, drop a comment. If you like or dislike the video, drop a thumbs up or a thumbs down and let me know why you like or dislike the video. So until Monday, guys, have a great weekend and I'll catch you then.